Hey y'all, welcome to the Lab Tech Show. We are in vertical format because we're doing something different. It is the Charente and Rivas takeover, and we're here for a little bit of shenan again while we learn about tech news this week because we try to make it easy and together all the things. Rivas, are you there?
I am here. How are you?
I'm doing good. How you doing today, Rivas?
Hey, it's been a long day, but I'm here.
I'm so happy that you are here, you made it, and that we are here to cut up a little bit. But did you see that Tall Boy's flight got delayed? I thought he was supposed to be on vacation with TBJ. They ain't supposed to be here to back to school. What happened?
Tall boy saying we are not live.
What do you mean we're not live? Let me triple check something. So I'm gonna go to here. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna figure out what's going on. Because I should be live. It says it's streaming. Okay, so let me go here. Switch accounts. When there's tech moments, we figure it out. hmm I'm going to. I just heard Revis rejoin the chat. Yep. Hey, Revis.
Yes, I'm here. I got kicked out again, but I'm back.
Okay. Do you guys see us? Are we here? I see you live. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure I didn't miss none, y'all, because I was like the first thing, like just the very first thing. But I want to ask you guys, where in the world are you tuning in from? That is my current question. Drop it in the chat, and you're gonna see it pop up on the screen just like that. It's like the coolest thing in the whole wide world. I just tell you, gotta love software. Gotta love some tech. Where are you, like, I will say, watching in from? I would love to know. Yes, we are live. We are thriving. We are here. We are tech newsing. And I can say I have 7 beautiful gems to drop today, including a demo of Notebook LM and how it can help you for this back to school season. So stay tuned for the end so you can be your kid's best friend, but in the right way, not the wrong way. I love it. So we have it from pinging everywhere. I'm hoping I did this the right way. I'm not gonna say Tall Boy because Tall Boy be like, I'm just here to support. I just here to support. So I'm gonna go ahead and reset the results and I'm gonna see what happens. I think I did this right. If I didn't do this right, I just learned something new. But we got Queens, we got a lot of New York and New Jersey. I see us East Coast. I see you South Carolina. I see y'all. I see y'all. So we're gonna figure. I'm gonna figure out what's happening with the Q&A thingy a little bit later. Give me a second. I'm gonna get it back up on the screen. No worries, no concerns. Everything is figure outable. But with that being said, I think it's time for us to first do our intro, and then we're going to go to the word of the day, and then just hop into the articles, get it in lickety quite split. Okay, that's what we're going to go ahead and do. So, with that being said, give me a second to pull up what we gotta watch next. So, give me like one more second, and the 3 to the 2 to the 1.
I'm saving his life so he can embrace tech.
Woo, look, AI ain't got nothing on my next move. I'm out.
Automation coming? Bet. Watch me make my next big play, straight up.
She held me down, so I put a ring on it and built a whole tech thing for the beach crew. They was laughing then, but I leveled all the way up from the bottom to the top floor, for real.
I stayed in my lane, owned it, and now look. Told you I was gonna do it. We locked in with the Lab Tech Show Wednesday at 8. Question is, are you in or out?
to do. Hey, 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 we are back with the word of the day. No, we do not got no TBJ, but that is okay because he gets to rest today. He gets to rest. And I think hopefully this will be an easy one. I don't know. I hopefully he's also here. Revis, are you here? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There's an issue because I'm missing my home skillet biscuit. Wait a minute. One
I
second.
am here. I am here. I don't know what happened, but it kicked me out again. But I'm here.
Okay, Revis, I have a question. Where in the world are you today?
I am actually in Normal, Illinois.
What is normal about Illinois?
It's called Normal. There's nothing
Oh,
normal about it, but it's just the name of the town, Normal, Illinois.
well, you learn something new every single day, now don't you?
Yeah, this is the crossroads of Illinois here. This I 55, I 39, I 74, everything. This is the crossroads of Illinois here.
Well, I appreciate you for tuning in from Normal, Illinois. I never heard of it until today, but here's the thing. I also, this word of the day is actually, we've heard of it a couple of times. I don't know how we still apply it in, our adult years, but the word of today, just so you know what it is, Mr. Revis, is, wait a minute, hold up. Let me put some church in it. Wait, here we are. Okay, so the word of the day is calculus. Calculus refers to an advanced branch of mathematics that deals mostly with rates of change, with lengths, areas, and volumes. The word can also be used more broadly for an act of calculating, that is, estimating something by using practical judgment or solving or probing the meaning of something. The sample sentence is, by my calculus, the more efficient air conditioner will have paid for itself within a span of 5 years. Revis, please break it down for us.
You know, calculus is a very difficult and a hard word. And I remember having calculus in school, and it is a very difficult math also. But being a truck driver, we actually have to use calculus. Calculus is actually what we measure our distance and the area around us. We have to use calculus to anticipate when we move over so we won't hit anyone, how much space we have around us so it won't be any accidents or anything like that. But calculus more is like catching a greased watermelon and trying to figure out how much juice was actually on the floor. That's what calculus is. Calculus is a really complicated thing. Just imagine being in a class and a wizard tell you the word calculus, and when he does that, it sounds like he did something really bad. But
Mhm.
that's what calculus is. Calculus is actually a hard math that actually measures distance, and it measures the area around something, and they just keep going on and on and on and on. And I did a little research for this word calculus, and it is a Latin word that means that just simply means pebble. And the reason why it means pebble is because that's the way they used to count. They used to count with pebbles back in the day, when the Stone Age day. And it's like pushing pebbles around. So that's what
Really?
calculus actually is. Yes, it's like pushing pebbles around. It comes from the Latin word calculus, which is the root word, and it just means pebble. So it's like moving pebbles around.
Really? So I'm gonna ask y'all the age old question of, how did Revis do on the word of the day? One, job well done. Two, you have been off. What's up? Three, he redeemed himself from last week, and we heard what he did last week with that word. Oh my. Okay. Four, I look forward to this part of the show every show. Or 5, you're showing out in front of company. What you doing? Drop it in the chat. We will love to know. Your chat actually will be reflected on the screen. So is it 1, 2, 3, or 4 or 5? Because we have 5 options. Wow. A comment. You can't land a robot on Mars without calculus. Oh, everyone has their own thing. So some are saying you have been off, what's up? We also have it saying I look forward to this part of the show. So we have both. I don't know what's there it is. I was like, I don't know what's going on with the chat, but it should be displayed. It is. Yay. So we're gonna go ahead, Revis, and move on. Are you gonna stay with us? Are you gonna
I'm
go?
gonna stay. I'm gonna stay with you as long as this thing let me stay in here. Yes, I'm gonna stay with you.
Awesome. Okay. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and swing into the first article of the day. We're heading back just a little bit because AOL is actually currently we're talking about it today. So with that being said, let me go ahead and show you the article for today. I'm going to do it a little bit differently than how we normally do it. I'm going to keep it short. I'm going to keep it sweet. And I'm going to tell you like it is. So what happened? Okay. After 30 years, AOL is discontinuing its dial-up internet service. Your at AOL.com stays. Okay. I'm just saying the dial-up connection and online dialer and shield software is about to go away. What's the time frame of this? I'm so glad you asked, and I'm here to answer. The service ends September 30th, 2025. So late September. The announcement was actually covered on AOL's help portal and by multiple news outlets. I was shocked. You're shocked. We're both here. Now, why does this matter? I'm glad you're asking all these pertinent questions. I'm so glad. So, this matters for anyone that's still relying on a landline modem. I don't know where they do that out though, besides in rural spots, and that's okay. So, before they use connectivity, go ahead and switch to cable fiber or fixed wireless cell carriers or satellite ahead of the cutoff. And I just want to also say, I just have a question for y'all. Are y'all actually using this still? Do y'all use AOL still? Does this even is this like pertinent to you, Revis? Do you use AOL?
Man, look at here. You've got mail. I didn't know they still did dial up.
Child, I didn't know either. I was flabbergasted. I said AOL still up and alive. It's still here. Cause Sirius left. Kmart's are non-existent. We don't got 99-cent stores no more. Like, I was surprised AOL was still around after 30 something years. Flabbergasted. I remember my first email address, Ebony Princess at AOL. I remember. So I just think it's very interesting. So my question to you guys is, do you or a parent still use any phone line based internet? That's the question. Yes, no, maybe. Let me know in the chat. I would love to know.
I didn't know they still had it.
It's fair,
I
Revis.
thought everything was fiber now. Dial up? Oh my goodness gracious. Did you take me back 30 years?
I did, but here's the thing, Revis. Like when it comes to this, like you never know. People like sometimes they just get very comfortable in what they're doing with life. And you just gotta just let them. You gotta let them be. Mm-hmm. I know it's weird.
Mm-mm.
I know. But here's the thing. Like, even though like not everyone's gonna utilize this piece of news, this next bit is actually probably more actionable than anything. Especially if you are someone that likes, I would say, ESPN, TNT, the extras, if you will. This one is all about Sling TV's new day pass, where you can actually now get flexible passes to access TV for the day for $5 for 24 hours, a weekend pass, aka Friday to Sunday, okay? And that's $10, or a week pass, which is $14.99 for 7 days. And like I said, you can also get the add-on packs for extra $1, $2, $3. Check out their website. Don't just believe what you see here. But we both see what we see. But you gotta look at the details. It's the details that you want to check out. Okay. This is live as of yesterday. So this is hot off the presses and it's primarily positioned for football season. So if you are a football bestie, you can probably get it on your phone now for Sling TV. Okay. Okay, Revis, you gonna use this?
You know, I ain't gonna lie. I might, cause I'm a football fan, and if I'm gonna be able to watch my Detroit Lions all over the country, I might have to use that.
You might have to. Here's the thing. I just think it's so hilarious how we went from, oh yeah, we're gonna have cable TV, turn on the TV, to we're gonna pay for these five networks, these four networks, these six networks, and like no holistic price no more. And I'm just like, bruh, how much more money? How much more money? So that's where I'm at with this. My question to you guys is, would you pay the $5 for 24 hours of live TV? Let me know, because I also know that like YouTube also does live TV as well. And theirs is kind of pricey as well. I ain't even going front with you. They asked me, do you want to sign up? And I said, ooh, nah, I think I'm good. I love you, YouTube, but no thank you. No thank you. I love it. Someone in the chat said, this ain't for me. I can respect that. I can definitely respect that. So with all that being said, we're going to go ahead and keep things moving to the third article for today. Let's see if it actually wants to populate up right here. This is for Android users. Okay, I did have something for Apple users, but I'm not trying to do 8. I did 7 articles. Okay, y'all. There's just so much greatness happening today. Just so much greatness. But for the Android users, I thought this would be pretty neat because it's something that I actually have and I've been using on my daily because of my Google Pixel phone. And this is being broadcasted across everyone's Android, which is really awesome. Is your Gboard now is going to have a in keyboard panel to access your passwords and payment methods, such as the Google Password Manager, and pay without you actually having to leave the app. It appears as a shortcut grid and it can be pinned to on the suggestion strip. So it can be super, 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 super easy. Please know this is rolling out. This is specifics. Don't come for me. Gboard beta 15.5 or 0.7.5, and then place services 25.30 plus. And it's not yet a wide release. It's one of those graduals. So be on the lookout for this because it's going to be super, super helpful. I will say that when it comes to the credit cards, you still need the CVV. It doesn't save everything now. Okay. You still need the CVV. And if you, I will say, don't feel comfortable doing that, that's okay too. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. Revis, what do you think about this? What do you think about that, friend?
I am an Android user. I'm not with iOS. I'm not with all that the other stuff that Apple has coming out. This right here sounds interesting. Sounds very interesting, but it's above my pay grade.
Not as above your
I don't
pay
like to
grade.
save all that different stuff to my phone or nothing else.
And
Yeah, I don't like to save all that stuff to my grade.
and that's here's the thing. That's a fair statement. I will say this will help some people, but it ain't gonna help everybody. But it is an option that now is available. And I just thought it was something super cool that I thought to share because some of us, we try to do all our shopping and then we forget stuff. And we're like, what was that credit card number? I don't feel like going across the house to go get my purse. So I will say for those, it actually might help you. And hey, everybody, I see Mama D is up in the chat. Hey, hey, hey. So my question to you guys is, what do you mistype most on your phone? Ooh,
Hmm.
ow. So someone says, come on, Revis, come to the dark side, get an iPhone. And that's
No,
from
never.
Also Fun Things.
No, no, no. It's not that fun. Awesome fun things.
It's not that fun. Here's the thing. I just, you know what? It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Because here's the thing. You know how I said I don't think I have any news for the Apple users? I actually lied to y'all. I actually have something for the Apple users. So Revis, disregard everything you're about to hear because apparently you're not Team iPhone. Yeah. And mind you,
No, I
I
am
have an
definitely team.
iPhone.
Tall boy and I, yeah, tall boy and I are definitely team Android.
I'm team if you can have both phones, have both phones. iPhone, Google. Best of both worlds. Look at God. Okay. That's what I believe in.
Look at you.
Um, so I will say this next article I'm super excited for. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this. And I'm gonna explain why in a second. Okay, so what happened? So iOS 26 developer beta includes assets hinting at a new press both stems gesture that ties AirPods to Apple's live translation feature, aimed at real-world conversation. And the early strings mention Apple Pro Generation 2 and AirPods Pro Generation 2 and AirPods 4th generation. And the cool thing about this is that yes, the beta was hinted, but it's not released. But it's something I'm excited about because of what languages it already supports today, such as it does English, it does French, German, Italian, Japanese, Korean, Brazilian, okay, aka Portuguese, and Spanish from Spain. And I think this would be so cool, especially for like doctor's visits, school meetings, church and community events, travel, hands free, it's discreet, and it makes it where you and them can actually have a active conversation. And the reason I'm so geeked about this is y'all, I've been trying to figure out a way to watch my K dramas and my Chinese dramas easier. And I'm excited because I'm like I got AirPods, I got everything that they just stated. I'm excited. So okay, Rebus, what if they had like an Android version? Would you be okay with it? Would you be excited for it at all? Maybe
I'm not excited for all this stuff. You know, stuff get to be 20 years old before I get it.
not 20 years old. That's
I
a
get,
long
yeah, yeah,
time.
it get to be 20 years. Yeah, it gets to be 20 years old before I get it. I don't get nothing when it's fresh and new and all that stuff. I wait till it's been broke in and then they mark it down to $2 and then I can use that last $2.
I am. You know what? Should I get mad? I should, but I'm not going to because its thing is, get your discount. Get your discount. Like I ain't gonna knock a good discount, not ever. So it makes sense. I'm always that one that I don't mind the latest and greatest, but I also have to recognize not to try to keep up with the Joneses because the Joneses got more money than
Right.
probably me, and that's okay. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be very transparent. I'm okay with that. So I will say this. My question to you guys is if you guys had this functionality for your earbud translation, where would you like, hey, use it first? Would it be one, travel, two, medical, three, school, four, community events, or five, watching K dramas on TV? AKA my dream. My dream. Mhm.
I want to know what they say. Jeez.
It's a great thing. I know I remember when I have some Android pairs, of these headphones and I can go into, the nail spot, where the homies are and you can hear exactly what they're saying. And I'm like, ooh, they did not. She said what now? Oh my Lanta. So I will say they do work. They do work. I just want to figure out that I would say the tech where you can talk back and forth. But I'm almost positive Tallboy has covered something like that from CES or NAB.
Yes.
See. I remember what's presented on the Lab Tech show. I know I do. Oh yes, Tallboy does have merch, y'all. TBJ got merch, Revis got that trucker merch, and apparently TBJ shared some things he had no business sharing last week. That's all I'm going to say. I was like, I'm surprised Tallboy didn't get mad. Okay, Tallboy was just fine. He was okay. I was flabbergasted. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Okay, so the comments come.
And
Okay.
we even have conversation merch.
You do for the new podcast.
Yes, we got that's right.
That's what's up.
Yeah, we don't do ships.
Okay. Wow. Wow. I'm just going to say wow. Oh, my Lanta. So we're going to move on to the next article. I'm excited for this. I literally just got the wonderful opportunity to MC a baby shower this past Saturday in Arizona. And I got confirmation that the baby was delivered technically a week before they their grand exit was actually like expected. So healthy, all things are well. And I was like, just thinking about womanly times and the bringing of life, as well as later on when the hormones decide that they are going to change. We don't ask for them to change, but they say, hey, we are off the clock. So this next thing I'm going to talk about, I thought it was super, super helpful because Aura overhauled pregnancy insights with new trends view, clearer timelines, and launched its first perimenopause check-in. Look at God, just blessing the women. Look at it. Look at him. This is for a short, validated symptom survey that combines with Ring data to create a doctor-ready report. Please know that this actually rolled out yesterday. This is fresh off the presses, y'all. To Gen 3 Gen 3 and Ring 4 members, perimenopause check-ins actually start as of today. As of like today, the 13th, with international expansion planned out. So don't forget to update the app if you already have the app. If you don't have the app, get the device if that makes sense for you and you're looking for this in your life, especially if you've been really feeling off lately and you want to bring what these symptoms are and these trends are to your doctor in a way that they can really help you plan out your health a whole lot better. Please know it is not a medical device. I have to say that because it does say that here. It's not a medical device, and the features are for informational purposes only. Do not take it as doctrine. That's literally what it means. That's literally what it means. So now my question to you guys is, I would ask you, Revis, but I don't think you deal with those type of problems.
You never
Or,
know. Hey, when women go through those little things, we go through hot flashes and we know when women are going through that before women even know it. That's why they call it menopause. When women
you
go through
know
that stuff,
what?
the men all pause. I'm just saying, the men all pause because them women gonna go through some hot flashes and all kind of other stuff. Hey, we know it.
Here's the thing. I actively chose this by saying yes to this takeover and invite. I actively chose this. Y'all said, Charente, you don't have to do this. Charente, you don't got to do this. Revis, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
I love
Yes,
you.
ma'am. I
But
love you
why?
too.
But why? Like, oh, Jesus, help me. Like, you say sometimes some of the funniest things. I'm like, Trente, don't bust out laughing. Don't bust out cackling. Don't do that now. That microphone can't handle it. It can't handle it. Okay. I absolutely adore you. So my question for the audience is, would a shareable symptom report help at doctor's visits? Yes, less stuff to remember, which is 1. 2, no, I remember everything. 3, I may or may not use it, okay? Or 4, totally not for me. Let me know in the chat. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Um, Men do, but my question is, are they going to have to put a ring on it? That's the question. I don't think so. I don't think so. They will fit. Ooh, they actually can. There's Tallboy talked about this earlier this year for CES. There's the Amaze Fit, and that actually helps men track their symptoms for other things and like their, I think, their blood pressure and stuff like that. So I do remember stuff. I do remember stuff. Okay, we got some totally not for me's, and that's okay. I present this information just to make sure are fully aware of what's going on in all these different fields. Okay, that's why I do it. This is why I do it. So we're gonna move on. Actually, we gonna do that. Let me think about it. Let me think about it. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go to the discussion piece before we hop into our demo. Okay, and the last article. So this is actually our next article, and it is an opinion piece, but it was something that made me and Tallboy pause and say, "Hey, like that's how let's show this. Let's talk about this on the Lab Tech Show. We think this is something that's very, very important to talk about. So why haven't you been replaced by AI yet?" It's a great question. And for this particular opinion, it argues that AI can automate many tasks. Mass layoffs lag because companies move cautiously, political optics, liability, integration costs, and the workflow change its slow adoption. Okay. The piece frames the AI as tools reshaping roles before replacing them. And something that I would say is that remember, these are AI for me is my power tools. It's how I am able as an entrepreneur to not lose my head completely. It's how I'm able to have multiple hats because I know I have to do some things when it comes to sales. Some things when it comes to admin, some things when it comes to like changing the strategic vision or seeing if I'm actually meeting my own KPIs. And I know a lot of people in the workforce nowadays actually use emails to draft their email. You know how there was like, what was it? What's his name? Luther, the anger translator. You know, from Key and Peele. Do you remember that, Revis?
No, I don't.
Ooh, child, I gotta put you on. But he was an English translator for Barack Obama, okay, during that presidency. And some I can say is that he would translate something very calm into this is what I really mean. But a lot of people nowadays are really mad and say, hey, make this professional and polite, please, because I want to cuss them out. But I'm not going to. AI help me. And AI has been a lifesaver. And I know that some people use it just to help them, I'll say, manage the relationships and be a little bit more accountable to what they're doing in life. And I will also say that I don't think that because this article even says that no CEO right now wants to be the first to do all these mass layoffs to replace people with AI. Can you imagine? Like, oh yeah, you know what? I'm that CEO. I cut off 13,000 of my employees of my 82,000 that I had for AI instead of people. Does that even sound good,
Wow.
Revis?
No, that doesn't sound good at all.
So that's why we don't think
Just
that.
think of the
Oh, go
think.
ahead.
Oh, I say, just think of the millions of truckers that's out here right now, and they had the autonomous trucks, and they think that it would take over the jobs. I don't think it would actually going to take over the jobs for truckers.
I remember you saying that in the rain it gets very slick, and the thing is that a truck wouldn't know exactly what to do right away in order to combat that. I remember you saying that last week. Am I correct? Was that thing correct?
Right. And then you have to realize that we have these sensors. I got one of those smart trucks, and I have a sensor that will jam on the brake because it picks up shadows and it picks up overpasses and it picks up the Jersey wall that's on the side of the road in construction zone. That is very dangerous. And I don't see autonomous truck being able to deal with something like that. You have to have a person behind the wheel.
It makes sense, and I also like I could just think of the cliffs that I've actually passed that have no guardrails and no like the veer off lanes where if the truck brakes go out, they have to literally divert their truck that way to stop the truck safely. Like I can't
Right.
imagine
And
that.
it's the right. That ramp, yeah, they got to use that ramp. Hey, when you got to use that emergency ramp, and that's some deep sand, uh, the the truck is not going to know that. The autonomous truck is not going to know that.
Because it's like, when do you
I
here?
don't know
Let me
how
let it
smart.
go.
I don't know how smart this AI truck is going to be.
And I will say that's a totally fair statement, and that's why I think that that article was so pertinent for us to talk about, because I don't think it's going to take over overnight, because mind you, if you're looking at the job market right now, because I'm currently in the job market right now, you will notice that the descriptions will say, hey, and we want you to know how to use Copilot. Hey, and we want you to know how to use Gemini. Hey, we want you to know how to already use AI before you even start the role. And I will say, if you don't know what AI is, you need to work on getting there. And that's why this next article that I'm about to do with you guys and do a demo with you is something practical that you can use AI for today that will very well help you with back to school and among other many things. But before we move on, if y'all want to drop something in the chat, what's the first task that you will hand to AI? Let me know. Is it the emails? Is it the text messages? Is it figuring out your boundaries? What is it? Because I know a lot of people use AI for a plethora of reasons, and I also know that there's been some backlash recently with AI, but we're not covering that news this week. Maybe Tallboy will cover it next week. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is when he comes back, he's going to do his own thing. Okay, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and move to the last article, and then we're going to go ahead and do the demo. So, what's up with Notebook LM? So, Lil Birdie told me, aka Tall Boy, told me that y'all don't know what Notebook LM is. Okay, Notebook LM is it's your own notebook, okay, and it's a learning. I'll say a learning. It learns about what you put in your own notebook. I'll just say that. And the easiest way to do that is in the studio, aka the website. Okay, I'm really going to break this down, aka the website. You'll upload information, and then it will help you understand that information by you can generate a briefing document, a study guide, a mind map, a audio overview, or headline overviews. Okay, and they recently added video overviews. I was like, video? What? I don't know her, but I want to see what y'all can do, especially with VO3 coming through. Okay. They just rolled this out as of last week. So I'm excited to see what this actually looks like. And for me, why I'm like, why does this matter to you guys? How can you guys practically use it? I'm actually about to show y'all. Okay. And the coolest part is that you can actually make your notebooks shareable. So to do this, you're going to have to go to Notebook LM, the actual website. I'm going to drop it in the chat so you guys have it. Okay. And then right now we're going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and show you this. Let's go ahead and click that and let's go here. So try Notebook LM. I already know what the terms and agreements I'm doing. So you're going to see, welcome to Notebook LM, create your first notebook. And this is going to help you be your writing assistant, help you understand things a whole lot better. I personally have used this to help my mom with understanding where she was in her insurance claim and with repairs and what still needs to actually happen. So there's some very practical ways to do it. So I talked to ChatGPT and I said, I need you to make me a PDF for supplies, a welcome email for that I'll get for my kids when it comes to back to school, and the syllabus, because I'm trying to actually show up and be there for my kid the best way I can, but I only have like a limited amount of time, very limited amount of time. So I went ahead and as you see, it literally already made the overview. These documents outlined the essential information for a 7th grade science class taught by Miss Taylor Carr, aka me. Okay. I love ChatGPT. During fall 2025 semester, they detail the required supply list, the potential class donations, and an attendance schedule of topics, including hands-on labs and capstone community science project. Okay, it literally gives the entire breakdown. And hey to Sammy. Welcome, welcome. So the next thing that you can do is I'm going to go ahead and click generate video. I'm going to go ahead and click generate audio. I'm going to go ahead and click mind map. And then I'm going to do a briefing doc because I feel like that would be a good one. And I'll probably do a FAQ. I'm just going to show you what each of these things looks like so that you can see what this can do. So give me like also 1 second because I want to enable sound because I need y'all to hear this. Okay. And then let me go here. Let me go back to here. And then this is what I'm going to do for a moment. Okay, so you guys see everything populate over here, just so you guys know, in the bottom right. So I'm still waiting for the audio and video. So we're going to go ahead and look at the timeline. And you're like, Charente, I can't see none of that. Don't worry. This is where we're going to have to actually like click in, okay? I can zoom in. So here we are, the detailed timeline. It gives us what it is for August. It gives us what's happening. It talks about what's happening in September, what is due in October, what is happening in November. And give me like 1 second, y'all. Okay. As well as what's happening in December. It also gives us who are the main characters, what is, aka the teacher, the student, the families, the nurse, as well as the club. It breaks it down into something that's super, super simple. Now, if that's say you go to FAQs, you'll get even more. So what are the main topics covered in 7th grade science and how will students learn? And it goes into exactly how this is actually going to happen, pulling from the resources that you have inputted. And something else that I can say is that I love my life made easy. Okay, I that's something that I really, really love. So it goes over course overview, key. Look at this. Okay, week 1 to 3. What are they working on? This just makes me giddy. And then it also provides what is required for the school supplies, what is the tech that they're going to be exposed to, how are the grades the grades actually done, and it literally goes through everything. Everything. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and look at the mind map. I thought this was pretty neat. So the mind map literally has a lot of different things, and as you see, you can click on it and move it around. Okay, we can zoom in, we can zoom out. So we're going to zoom in a little bit, and we're going to go to course information, and it'll literally give you the breakdown, where the class is, how long the class is, what's the school. It can give you the grading policy, give you the grade breakdown. Okay, then it could also give you the absent policy, okay, and what that actually means, what it means for homework. What does that also look like? Are there makeups available? Great questions. I love that you're asking this. What about communication? How do you talk to the teachers? Right? Like, I love my maps. I think you're seeing that side of me. Okay, you're just seeing that side of me right now. And something I can say is this is just super, super helpful. Hopefully I can find Revis. Revis, are you there? Wait a minute. Give me 1 second. Revis, you there? Did I lose Revis? I can't hear him. I'm concerned. Why can't I hear my bestie? 1 second, y'all. I think the Matrix has eaten Revis. Revis, you there? Are you out the Matrix? Oh no. I don't hear my bestie. Oh, there's my bestie. I can hear him. I was so scared. I was like, Matrix, spit him out. Spit him out. What are your thoughts so far on Notebook LM?
It's very interesting. I'm sitting here watching you do this, and I'm thinking, hey, Mama D was a teacher, and she really could have used this.
Oh, it would have been definitely helpful. Getting all those parent emails, seeing how you can best sort them to figure out what's going on with each kid. And the thing is that this is not pulled from the internet. It only pulls from the sources that you provided. And you can add YouTube links. You can add pretty much whatever you want. Just be mindful of the size of it. And sometimes if you run into error, sometimes that happens and you just have to redo it. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and show y'all the next part of this. The video is still working on it. We're going to listen to a little bit of this segment, and then hopefully the video will be done. Okay. So Revis, hold your horses. Okay.
I'm holding on.
Yeah. Okay, so the start of a new school year. It always feels like a bit of a rush, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. New schedules, new teachers.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Right. Yeah, a lot to take in.
Oops.
And that's exactly why we're digging in today. We're doing a special deep dive into one specific class, Ms. Taylor Carr's 7th grade science.
Tay Carr, right, at Riverside Middle School.
Exactly. For this fall 2025 term. So that kicks off August 18th and runs through December 19th. And our mission here really is to give you that shortcut. We've gone through the syllabus, the welcome email, the supplies list, all that initial stuff.
Sorting through the paperwork pile for you.
Yeah, we're pulling out the most important bits so you feel well informed, like you've got the inside scoop before day one.
And it's more than just the logistics, isn't it? Those are definitely important. This kind of in-depth look, it gives you a chance to really understand the thinking behind the class.
Philosophy, yeah.
Right, and the opportunities she's building, and it really sets the stage for a year of, well, actual discovery.
Learning skills that maybe go beyond just this one science class.
Exactly. That's the hope. Skills for life, really.
So diving right in then, what's the main focus Mrs. Carr highlights for 7th grade science? What's the big picture?
Well, she frames it around exploring life science and Earth systems, which is, pretty broad.
Life and Earth sciences, okay.
Yeah, so it covers everything from tiny cells up to, weather patterns. But what's really key is how she plans to explore it. It's a mix of hands-on labs, short readings, and weekly reflections.
Oh, interesting. So not just lectures.
No, it sounds very active, very engaging.
Revis, how you thinking about it now?
Yes, ma'am. We have double audio here.
Oh, no.
You have double audio with me.
1 second, bestie. Let me figure out what's going on. We are going to do this. Okay. How about now? Because you might have a window open on yours.
Okay. How do I close it?
Close out altogether and re-click the link.
Okay.
I will see you in a second, sir. Y'all, Revis is going to come right back, I hope, with ease. Everything is figure outable. But how are we feeling in the chat? How are we feeling? Let me know. I want to know. I think this is something that would be very, very, very helpful. And Revis, you here, buddy?
Yes, ma'am. I am here.
Is it better?
I still hear myself now, though.
Hey, chat, do you guys hear him double? Please let me know, because I don't hear you double, friend. That's why I'm like, maybe it's me. Maybe it's not me. I don't know for sure. Do you hear me twice?
It is still double audio.
Okay. So
I know because I'm getting text on my phone.
Oh, okay.
When you share the audio, it may be picking up double for me.
How about now? If we mute ourselves, is it still double audio?
Yep.
Oh no.
Ray Rice said he hear double.
Let me figure out what's going on. Oh, I know. Revis, I figured it out. Do you want to know what
Okay.
it was?
What was it?
I was screen sharing the Notebook LM, and so it was picking up on my computer audio too, which caused us to have the double. Oh no.
Okay, and
Look
you
at
sound like
Tall
you
Boy
fixed it.
saying, Tall Boy was like, hey now, hey. He told me exactly what was happening. I appreciate you, Tall Boy. I really appreciate you because I was like, well, how did that? I think this is why like we figure everything out, y'all. We figure it out. So based off what you currently are seeing, how are you feeling now about Notebook LM? Because I have one more thing to show you with it.
Notebook LM look like it may take over some stuff here.
It will definitely help for research purposes, especially when like you need to do like a deep dive and do like heavy research with a lot of like resources. I remember back in the day using what was it? It was the library system to find the different books that I needed for research purposes, checking those out, only being able to check them out for 24 hours, by the way, and having to check them back in. So you got to read the information, get the information out, and then give it back. We don't have to do that no more. Like Revis, how do we come this far so fast?
I don't know. We're moving pretty quick, but now that we have Notebook LM, uh, maybe we could do a deep dive into why the men all pause.
You know what? I don't know. You know, we're gonna get a lot of feedback from a very lot of different options. So I think it will be the best way to consolidate that information, you know, in the most efficient way. So I completely get that. So I'm gonna go ahead and screen share one more time, and I'm gonna make sure that I mute myself before coming back so that me and you don't echo. High five, deal? High five.
Deal.
Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. I'm gonna mute myself.
All right, welcome to our explainer. If you're the parent of a 7th grader in Ms. Tay Carr's science class, then you are in exactly the right place. We've gone through the syllabus, the supply lists, all of it, and boiled it down into one simple guide. The goal? To help you and your student have an absolutely fantastic semester. So let's jump right in. And right away, you get a feel for Ms. Carr's approach with this quote. I love this. It's not just I'm here to teach you, it's I'm excited to learn with you. See, it's all about collaboration. That's the theme for the whole semester, really. A partnership between Ms. Carr, your student, and you. Okay, first things first, let's talk about gearing up for success. We've put together a complete checklist of everything your student is going to need, so you have it all in one spot. We'll start with the must-haves. All right, here's the list of required supplies. And you'll want to get these by the 2nd week of school. Now, most of this is pretty standard stuff, right? Pencils, folders, but there are 2 things to really pay attention to. First, that composition notebook. That's going to be their science journal for the entire semester, so it's super important. And second, the Chromebook. The big thing here is that it needs to come to school fully charged, every single day. Now, these next things are optional, but, they can be really helpful. Things like highlighters and sticky notes, perfect for when they're planning out a lab. And hey, if you're able to and want to donate to the classroom, items like tissues, zip-top bags, or extra pencils are always a huge, huge help. It just keeps things running smoothly for all the kids. Okay, so you've got the supplies. What are the kids actually going to be doing this semester? Let's dive into the curriculum, which is really set up like a big journey of discovery. So here it is, the roadmap for the entire fall. You can see how it
Hey, Revis, can you hear me? Are we double?
Yeah, no, we're good.
Perfect. What are your thoughts on the video?
You know, uh, that right there sounds like AI could take over for teachers. It
But we
sounds
don't
like you
want
don't need a
that.
teacher in the class, but that's what it sounds like. It sounds like you don't need a teacher in the classroom anymore. That thing does a very good job of breaking things down and making it simple.
But here's the thing, Revis. That just means like also we're out of a job. Because aren't we supposed to make text simple? Are we out of a job now too?
Yeah, look at here. That just made it very simple and it sounded very good and very clear. So look at someone may be out of a job real soon.
Child, the fact that we're doing calculus in this entire conversation is wild. The word of the day is actually very pertinent to today because we're literally looking and evaluating and calculating everything. And I can say Notebook LM, I just think it's super cool that as a parent or a guardian or a caregiver, you're able to put in information and make it simple for you. To be able to truly be able to fully show up as your best self, while you do everything that you do. I just think it's a really cool too, or really cool tool. I can use words today. I promise you I can. So I think I have one more, y'all.
But you
I
did a
got
very
one.
good job of using the word of the day.
Yay! Oh, here, look at this, y'all. Look at this. I'm using the word of the day. This is how I know. Like, I pay attention to Revis. I do. I do. I promise you, I do. Okay. At least I think I do. I think I do. So my last question to you guys is going to be once I actually am able to pull everything up. How would you use Notebook LM? I saw already in the comment section that Ray used it for their AWS certification exam prep. Oh, look at okay, I see you. Can you imagine it for your driving test as well? Like that's also a possibility at the exact same time. I just think it's super, super, super cool. So, any other ways that you guys plan to use Notebook LM? I know for me, I've used it on myself to figure more things about myself out. I have used it also to help me figure out if someone is scamming or not and all my actual evidence just for the AI to be like, hey, no, you were on to something. Some things were afoot. So, how would you use it? If you drop it in the chat, it'll appear on the screen. Hmm.
And
My
Ray
question
Wright
is,
sounds like he uses it and he think it's really dope. He really loves the Notebook LM.
when I say someone showed it to me, and I said, "Where have you been all my life for research papers?" I was asking all the questions, Revis, every last one of them. Okay, so some I want to give y'all just as a reminder about AI. If can remember the basics of English, who, what, when, where, why, how, it's going to give you better results for what you're looking for. Adding specifics like budget, device, deadline, location helps you so much in getting what you are actually looking for. So remember who, what, when, where, why, how. The basics. Okay. There's a discovery feature too. Okay. Tall Boy said he's going to use it to understand the contracts. Look at him being super business minded. I see you, brand deals coming up. I see you. Mm-hmm. I'm manifesting, y'all. Manifesting. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna say I think today went pretty well. What would you say, Revis?
I think you did a very good job.
I did. Are you sure? Because I was so scared, y'all. I was so scared. I was like, I don't know if I can do it, y'all. I don't know.
Okay, just wish the mobile version had the discovery feature. It's only the desktop version.
Ooh, They're giving me a homework assignment for tonight. Thank you, Ray. Ray, right. Ray is always right. That's what I just saw. So I thank you, Mr. Ray. I thank you, or Mrs. Because I have a Ray friend that is a female, so I don't want to, say the wrong thing.
Considering he has a picture of himself up there, I'm hoping.
I'm hoping it's a guy. That's my hope too. Because I was like, please don't like be lying to me and be like, I'm gonna do a picture of a guy, but you know what? I'm a female. I'm like, wait a minute, it was a trap. So yeah, y'all don't mind me. Don't mind me at all. So the last thing I'm gonna show y'all is this last video, and then we're going to Toodly Loo. And next time you see the Lab Tech Show, it's gonna be back to the regular scheduled program. We're going to have the word of the day with our bestie Revis. We're gonna have Tall Boy. We might even have some TBJ. And thank you, Ray, for letting me know you are a male and you are not catfishing. Okay, thank you. And don't forget that Tall Boy and the Lab Tech Show Revis, TBJ, they all got merch. They all got merch. So go to shop.tallboy.us because that's where it is. Do I have the brands video? I don't. But y'all know what plays every single week. You understand how to support these ventures, okay? So with all that being said, let's go ahead and do our outro. As I always close out my live streams, I know it's not my live stream, but I love y'all to infinity and beyond. You're more than enough. You got this when it comes to deck, and everything always works out. Bye, y'all.